Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. Hope the week has been treating everybody well. And you know, it's funny you should say that because I don't actually know anything about this game. Well, not much of anything about this game. Like, I know it's a roguelike. I know it's called Warm Snow. And that's about it. That's all I got. I believe I picked this up on a random Steam sale, and I picked it up because I like the artwork and I like roguelikes. So, it seemed a pretty easy choice at the time. And for today, I wanted to kind of take my mind off of Master Duel for a bit, since the selection pack is going to be coming out like later tonight. More specifically, the servers are going to go down for maintenance at around 11 o'clock, I believe, my time. And then like 2-ish hours later, they'll be up, and that'll be when the selection pack is out. So tomorrow is going to be Master Duel with the new selection pack. But today is going to be this game, because I have not played it, and I needed something to take my mind off of Master Duel, and I didn't feel like streaming more Final Fantasy, because it would just be roulettes, and I don't feel like streaming roulettes too much. Save those for like Tuesdays, when it's not just roulettes, it's also raid night, so a little bit more interesting. So we're gonna wait for this first round of ads to go by, and then we're going to find out exactly what's going on with this game. This game that I know nothing about, aside from Warm Snow roguelike. Should be starting up. Yep, there they are. I'm hoping that the decks that I want to play from the new selection pack aren't too heavy on ultra rares. The only one that's been confirmed to be an ultra rare is Liger Dancer, which I know is a 2 of in the deck. Some leakers have claimed that the only URs are the 2 fusion monsters, which are each 2 ofs in the deck, so 4 URs that I would have to pull. But I find it hard to believe that it is in fact just 2 URs, because they have not been particularly kind with most of the new thing. Why did the title just disappear? Okay, ads are done. The title just kind of disappeared randomly. I'm not sure what that's about. That's very interesting. Let's go ahead and start before something bad happens here. What the hell is going on with this book? Monster book. Okay, here we go.
暖雪降世，坊间皆传，是因为龙帝与当朝四大家
Okay, so we got an old dude.
猪、龟、鹤
Herbivore, tortoise,
逆
crane.
天而行。
Okay.
神明降下天法，人间异象横生。
娘，你看，这雪是暖的。
Oh my. The snow, it's warm, and it's changing me into a monster.
"欲息天怒，必诛世家。道阻且长，而必慎行。"
Okay. Wolf's forces took this by surprise. Temple is in danger. Get over there and help them. Okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, I don't have to click a bunch. Okay. What is this? A bone? It is a bone. A big bone, in fact. 4 power, agility, skill. So what? They do different. It does different things. Okay, it does different things depending on where I put it, I guess. Smashes ground with tremendous force, dealing 30 melee damage to nearby enemies, inflicting stunned for 2 seconds. Final blow of a melee attack launches an additional shock strike to deal 5 melee damage to enemies within range and inflicts stunned. I'm sensing a theme here. On dashing, launches a shock strike, dealing 2 melee damage and inflicting stunned. On being hit, has a 20% chance to inflict stunned. Let's put it here. Can I like change it afterward? I guess I can? Space is dash. Okay. Hey, what is it? Why is this? Oh, we worship? 7-sword Shura. Shuras are misbehaving, irritable, aggressive, brave, and good at fighting. Follow 7-sword Shura to gain powerful melee abilities that allow you to accurately attack your enemy's weaknesses, dealing a fatal blow with 1 strike. Cold Blood. Massive. Increases movement speed by 12. Melee attacks have 15% chance to deal 200%. Okay, so it's crit. Speed and crit. Let's see. And then I guess I can get an upgrade. I would choose one of these for upgrades. After launching flying swords, your next melee damage will be enhanced. When the enhanced melee attack hits an enemy, the cooldown of Sheath will be reduced by 1 second. Lose the ability to actively control flying swords. When making a melee attack, automatically launch an enhanced flying sword to deal a heavy blow. Increases defense by 10%. I kind of like this one though. So it's just launch and then attack. Prologue, Scroll of Wolf. What do these symbols mean? Is this like upgrade and this is death? Black Tortoise, rare, all damage 4+4%, melee attack speed +13%. When you are carrying Black Tortoise Spirit, increases your defense by 15%, grants unflinching. Whenever you take damage, you launch Black Tortoise Stomp, dealing 300% true damage in a large area. Every point of defense bonus increases the damage of Black Tortoise Stomp by 3%. Cool. Once again, I'm assuming upgrade and death. I'll keep going for upgrades. Select one new skill. Every enemy within your melee range increases damage dealt by you by 7%. Overall boost. Increases the damage of your first blow of melee attack by 50%. I kind of like the idea of all my damage being upgraded. And you know what? We're going to keep going the top path. Top path has been working out for us. We've gotten some pretty cool stuff by the top path. So. No, dead bodies. It's a big puppy. Am I gonna pet the puppy, or is the puppy an Angie puppy? The puppy is an Angie puppy. He is very Angie. How do I dodge that? Mercury. On shooting flying swords, 15% chance to also fire a mercury shell that deals 6 true poison damage and inflicts toxic for 3 seconds. Upon 100 rage, auto-consumes all rage to increase the trigger chance of mercury shell by 50%. On dealing melee damage, has 5% chance to inflict toxic. When poisoned or toxic, you inflicted deals damage. There's a 15% chance to deal 60% additional true damage. Unsheathing, your next melee attack will come with 16 true poison damage. We'll go with this one. Okay, yeah, and I can swap them at will. I can swap them at will. That's cool. Berserk Blade. When picking up a sword, increases attack and movement speed for 6 seconds, stacking up to 7 times. At 7 stacks, grants lifesteal. Increases damage of cold blood to 400%. Increases chance of triggering cold blood by 15% for every sword sticking out of the target. Damage dealt increased by 5% for every one less sword that you carry. I kind of like the idea of this. So this one is the one I have. Ah Huang. Melee attack plus 9%, ranged plus 5. You are carrying Tiger's Mark. First strike of your melee attack activates Total Annihilation, expanding your attack range and increasing damage dealt by 75%. You know what? Sure. We'll give this a shot. Oh, who is this? The old man has given you a new mission. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
准备动身了。准备好了吗？
Okay, so we got a training dummy
准备
here.
好了吗？石州城好像已经
Boar City is in a state of unrest. There's no time to lose. Let's go. Chapter 1, Scroll of Pig. I'm getting the impression that I probably should have chosen to play this with a controller. When HP is at 100%, all damage increased by 60%. Flying swords can also trigger cold blood. Imperial Ice. Dealing damage has 20% chance to add 50% ice damage. All ice damage has 9.9% chance to deal 9.9 times damage. You know what? We'll go for it. It seems silly. This way. We are team always go left. Weapon, or I guess this is skill? Let's keep going for weapons. Both because I kind of want to see what other kinds of weapons I can get, and because I really want to keep going left. not see that pig there, gonna be honest. Pearl Glow. Legendary. All damage plus 8%, lightning damage plus 28%, damage against frozen enemies plus 15, damage against drunk enemies plus 23. You are carrying Pearl, increase the shield effect you gain by 15%. Well, I don't gain any shield effects to my knowledge, but I'm going to take this anyway. Make sure I got all my swords, and I think we'll go with a skill this time. We're gonna go to the right. I know where team always go left, but I do kind of want to go to the right just to see what kind of skills I can pick up. Movement speed plus 10, 25% of your extra movement speed will be converted to attack bonus. That actually sounds like it would synergize really well with that one skill I've got that triggers a massive... let's see, where is it? Oh, it's on one of my... it's on Mercury or something. Melee attack speed plus 30% upon getting up. A blast of wind buffets your enemies, dealing 200% damage and knocking them back. When no enemy is found within your melee range, increase flying sword damage by 50%. It's definitely between these two, and I kind of want to go with this, because I think the melee attack speed is just a more immediate upgrade. Oh, we got a shop. Realgar, Zombie Finger, Draconic Goblet, Epic or higher quality relic, and a healing potion. Well, I can't buy that. So, we're gonna go ahead and take this. The Draconic Goblet. Let's see. Upon sheathing, inflicts terrified. Upon 100 rage, auto-consumes all rage to increase your damage. Final blow of a melee attack becomes the Blade of Terror, dealing 13 damage and having a 15% chance to inflict terrified on enemies. Terrified enemies take additional true damage equal to 5% of max HP, but no more than 150% of the player's attack when their terrified status expires. Flying sword damage has a 10% chance to inflict terrified on enemies for 3 seconds. Okay. Let's go with this. So do I just walk around and keep going? I guess, yeah. Mansion Foyer. Oh my. Wow, that has a really wide range. I have to dodge behind him to... Oh, shit. Yeah, I got him. Dragon Fang. Deals ice damage to nearby bleeding enemies and inflicts frozen. Upon dealing flying sword damage to bleeding enemies, 15% chance to deal 11 ice damage and inflict frozen. Enhances bleeding to frostbitten, which deals ice damage instead and increases ice damage targets take. Frostbitten is also deemed as bleeding. Well, I don't have anything. So I'm assuming what the idea here is you pick the ones that synergize with, you know, the different effects that synergize with each other. So like I would want a bunch of other ones that inflict toxic or some kind of poison status, or other things that inflict terrified, or other things that inflict stun. Because right now this works based off of bleeding, but I don't have anything that gives me bleed. I'll put it there for now. Frostfall. Legendary. All damage plus 10, lightning plus 21. When dealing damage has 8%, Dan had a chance to increase enemy damage taken by 30% for 3 seconds. Lower sheath cooldown. When perpetual flow is in your power slot, each melee attack has a 15% chance to inflict frozen. On killing an enemy, your next melee attack directly deals the final blow. Cool. Deal additional damage when you land attacks on enemies with higher HP than you, depending on the HP difference ratio between you and the target. On dealing all damage, there is a 10% chance to reduce enemies' damage by 5% for 5 seconds and increase all your damage by 5%. Stacks up to 5 times. Let's go with Bloodthirsty. Bloodthirsty seems neat. Portrait of A. Ching. Painting portrays a young woman. And this is going to be a lot. I'm getting the impression that this is going to be a lot like Wandering Sword, where I'm going to see a whole lot of names that I don't know how to pronounce, and I'm going to try, and it's not going to work out. Portrays a young woman adorned with a green jade pendant in a mist-filled town of Jiangnan. Description on the back of the painting reads, "To Shi, may destiny bless us with a life intertwined until death separates us." Can I interact with this guy? Do I... Oh, here we go. Okay, I'll go this way because it's left and because there's a treasure box. Okay, the ability is hilarious. Every time I kill an enemy, my next attack is the combo finisher. And if that kills an enemy, it's just another finisher. That's pretty silly. Ooh, another Dragon Fang. Okay, but I don't need Dragon Fang. I need something that inflicts bleed. Oh wait, this is a higher rarity. Okay, I can swap those out. Yeah, we swap those out, and can I... No, I can't, like, dismantle it or anything like that. So let's keep going for treasures. See if I can find something that, Black powder. Fire damage. I don't have any fire damage. Chance to deal or more. On dealing damage, 25% chance to inflict burning. If the enemy is already burning, an explosion will be triggered. Fires an explosive shell to close to the enemy every 2 seconds. Makes you deal more damage to burning. Let's go with this one. Let's swap out the. Let's go ahead and get rid of the big bone. The big bone has served its purpose. I really want to see something that inflicts bleed. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. And mind you, this is not a bad thing. It's gonna sound like a bad thing, but it's really not. Okay. The vibe I'm getting from this, like, this feels a lot like a browser game. Like, if anybody remembers the days of, like, Flash animations and old Flash games on, like, Newgrounds and stuff, you know, the games that you used to play on those websites, if you ever roamed the internet in those days, like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting off of this, and that's not a bad thing. Oh shit. One of these things. Corpse Beetle. When you gain a shield, when shield disappears upon receiving healing, versus 20% shield damage absorption. I don't have anything that gives me shield, so this is worthless.
终于来了，妾身对君可是朝思暮想呢。
Let's see. Trauma Soother, how about this one?
决定了，
What did this
可就
give
不
me?
许反悔。
North Sea Fin. Okay. Don't I have something that gives me true damage? Yeah, I do. Black Powder. Increases defense by 30% for 5 seconds. Increases true damage by 100% of additional defense bonus. Not sure. Well, I'll add that. Let's get rid of Mercury, I guess.
哦，太棒了！再给我更多。
That lady wants souls. I'm not sure this is a good idea, but... Oh. Oh no! Oh my!
哪儿来的大胆狂徒，胆敢扫了我的雅兴，简直是不知死！
He keeps talking and I just throw a sword in his face. Oh! Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Oh, hello. Ow. Oh, ow. Patriarch of Boar is who that was. Oh, is he coming back? Is he going into phase 2? He's going into phase 2. Oh, look at that. Oh my. Oh, I gotta fight the arms. Okay. Oh my. Oh. Ow. Damn.
又来了。
Oh, okay. Vitality boost, basic attack, remembrance forge. Hold to pick up and refine relics, randomly increasing each peer attack. After refining a relic, gain 20%. Let's just go with the basic attack boost for now. And I guess I exit. Oh, hang on. I do not exit. Exit, it takes me to the menu. Mirage Altar. I'm guessing this is like... Oh, this is... I can change their outfits. Okay, neat, I guess. This is just a list of all the relics that I've gotten, looks like. And this will be, yeah, this is weapons. Okay, okay. Enter the narrow pawn shop?
刚刚可真是
Oh, that's for...
就差那么一点儿。
It's for my upgrade, and there's the different journal stuff. Okay, so I collect certain things, and it gives me certain relics.
受到伟大慈母祝福的人，将会超越生。
Fine snow, nothing strange has happened. Difficulty system does not apply to the Ash of Nightmare. Okay.
今天你想要换点什么呢？
Scarlet Treasure.
下次还要再
朱
来。
门酒肉臭，路有冻。
Okay. go for treasure. Ghostly Strand. Inflicting a debuff on an enemy grants the enemy Death Curse, increasing all damage taken. On Ray, 100 rage auto-consumes and deals 30 true damage to enemies with Death Curse. On dealing damage, has a 15% chance to inflict one of the following effects: burning, bleeding, poisoned for 3 seconds. Okay. On dealing damage, stunned, frozen, and terrified. And then this one is burning, bleeding, or poisoned. Let's go with this. Maniac. Damage against bleeding enemies plus 15%. Oh, rude. Teal Steel. Unsheathing, launch Teal Slash, and 4 consecutive melee attacks at nearby enemies. Damage, first blow deals more damage, and I'm just going to take the generic melee attack. Increase melee attack damage. Increase all damage taken by enemies by 10% for every flying sword sticking out of them. On being hit, 15% damage chance you won't take any damage, and will shoot a flying sword at the attacker and knock them back. Let's go with Mutilate. Mutilate sounds cool. Thunderwaker. Lightning damage, fire damage, melee attack speed, damage against frozen enemies. When you have both Shackle of Thunder and Thunderstone, increased lightning damage dealt by 40%. Yeah, we'll go with this. And then we'll dismantle the old stuff.
老头子给你安排了新任务，准备动身了。
今天咱顺了几个宝贝，你拿一个。
Lots of blue souls, random weapon. Let's get a relic.
怎么不喜欢吗？
Teal Steel,
人
really?
生不如意十之八九啊。
It's not even an upgraded Teal Steel, it's just
准
the
备好
same
了吗？
common Teal Steel.
石州城好像已经出现了动乱，事不宜迟，赶紧动身吧。
Scroll of Pig. They call me Mr. Pig. Well, now we get to see what the skull is. I want to say it's like a mini boss. I was running away because I was pretty sure that that was gonna like, and that enemy was gonna like explode on me, but apparently not. Upgrades Terrified to Deeply Terrified. Deals true damage. Okay. On dealing damage to a terrified enemy. On dealing damage to a terrified enemy. All damage dealt by you has 33% chance to not remove Terrified. I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna guess this is life recovery. Oh my god, pig. Please stop. No more pig. No more pig. Ow. Yep, recover HP. Cool. Let's go left. It's kind of hard to tell what attacks I launch stop enemies from hitting me, and when enemies can just keep hitting me and keep attacking through me. Oh, I'm going into the well. Okay.
终于来了，妾身对君可是朝思暮想呢。
Okay, Shackle of Thunder. Wait, my weapon has something with Shackle of Thunder, doesn't it? Yeah, when I have both Shackle of Thunder and Thunderstone. I know the Dragon Fang works with,
太棒了，再给我更多。
let's see, active skill summons 8 streaks of lightning, with each streak dealing 17 lightning damage. Okay. I don't want to do this. Icebreaker. And potion.
这就走了吗？妾身还有点舍不得。
Well, lady, you're gonna have to let me go. Where's the exit? Oh, it's over there. Oh, I can just attack I can just dash through those guys or attack them. Ow. Damn it. Sucked. Against shield, cool. Perpetual flow. This is the thing that would have upgraded the ice sword that I had last round. Another Thunder Waker. But this one has slightly different stuff on it. The weapon effect is the same, it's just the stats are different. So this one has less lightning damage, doesn't have fire damage, but does put weak debuff on enemies and increases the amount of blue souls that I gain and increases... This would be really good if I had something that gives stunned, but I don't. I don't have anything that really gives frozen, but I think I do have something that kind of works with frozen. This kind of works with frozen. I think this can give frozen, right? Yeah. So I do that. And this also inflicts frozen when I do it. Okay, so yeah, I just switch those around and that works fine. So let's go ahead and dismantle that. And we'll go this way because I definitely need health. Okay, cool. So Frozen works on mini-boss enemies, at least. I doubt very much that it works on bosses. Stupid pig. Let's go with treasure. Stupid pig. Yeah, see, like right there, none of my attacks were like stunning those enemies at all. That's where I get kind of confused. Let's keep going with attack for now. let's also turn on my controller. Okay, so that's how you throw them. How do I get them back? I suppose I could look at my settings and see. Shoot, flying sword, sheath skill, active skill. Okay, so active skill is left trigger, sheath is right trigger. Okay, there we go.
这不是我们的盖世大英雄吗？今天找本小姐是想做什么呢？下次还要再来哦。
Oh, hey, the old man is over here.
朱门酒肉臭。
Oh, he just says the same thing. Okay. Yeah, let's see if I do any better on this with controller. Spoiler alert, I probably won't. God of Medicine. All damage +5, melee attack +13, range +7. When you only have one healing gourd left, increases all damage dealt by 25%. Cool. Mechanical Bazooka. That's a name. On dealing flying sword damage, 8% chance to summon a large rocket to bombard the target area. On dealing flying sword damage, 15% chance to launch 2 small rockets. Each rocket dealing 6. On dashing, launches a small rocket at a nearby enemy. On sheathing, launches 3 small rockets. I feel like this one is the best overall because this sounds like it fires every single time. Okay, once again, Dreadheart. Increase the chance of triggering cold blood by 10. Increases defense for every flying sword. We'll go with Callus again. Beginning and... I assume that it's supposed to continue after that, and like the full name doesn't fit because the names and UI were made with presumably Chinese, I think, characters in mind. You can see in more evidence of this by looking over at the it's over that way. It's just going and looking at the confirm button that's opposite me. When you have both first blade and final blade, increases melee damage by 60%. Well, I really hope I find those.
老头子给你安排了新任务，准备动身了。
嗨，您看看，你喜欢哪个？散场啦，下
What
次
is
再来吧
this?
您。
Alien Stone. Activates turbo alien performance, increasing all damage dealt by you by 60%. Increasing speed of your transcendent calculation, dimensional calculation, and powerful calculation by 200%. Well, I have none of those. 4 stacks of transcendent. Oh, those are buffs that it gives you for each slot. Interesting. On launching a melee attack gives you 4 stacks of Transcendent Calculation, with each stack increasing melee damage by 1% for 2 seconds, stacks up to 100 times. Gives you 8 stacks of Dimensional Calculation, increasing movement speed. And gain 10 stacks of Powerful Calculation every second, with each stack increasing defense. All stacks cleared when taking damage. We'll go with the Power Alien Stone.
要出发了吗？我看看，石州城好像已经出现了动乱，事不宜迟，赶紧动身吧。
We'll go this way. Total madness. Oh. This is gonna end very poorly. And I really, really should not do it. But I'm gonna fucking do it. I absolutely should not do this, but I'm doing it. This would be a good time for me to find out exactly what the button is for healing on controller, because I didn't look at that. Use healing gourd as left bumper. Okay. Saberstone, that's one of the things that I need for my weapon, right? No. First blade and final blade are what I need for my weapon. Upon dealing flying sword damage, 15% chance to increase flying sword damage by 40% for 3 seconds, triggered once every 3 seconds, auto consumes all rage, all your flying sword damage will have 40% chance to deal double damage. Okay. I'll just take this one. Just chance for flying sword damage to... or flying swords to crit.
这次你又想怎么取悦
Mysterious
天
weapon box, healing potion, zombie finger, perpetual flow, phoenix beak.
啊
I'm curious. What does the phoenix beak do? On dealing damage to bleeding enemies, 25% chance to cast Phoenix Fire at the target. Okay, again, this stuff sounds cool, but I need something that gives a debuff that I don't have access to. Okay. Enhances bleeding to burnt. This is basically the fire damage version of the Dragon Fang that I got before. Where it's just, it procs off of the other status effect and improves that status effect. I'll take this, I guess. And leave the Saber Stone. And also grab a heal.
定了，可就不许反悔了。
My current weapon is legendary. That one only gives me epic. I'm not gonna mess with that. Damn it. Oh, that chunked me really bad. Sharp Fang launches 7 slashes to surroundings. Increased melee attacks. Oh, and this gives me bleed. This gives me access to bleed, but I have to lose my alien stone. Well, I don't really need the alien stone, honestly. Like, I got the alien stone because it was giving me, you know what? I'll go with that. And now let's see what I can do with this. Dealing damage to bleeding enemies, 25% Phoenix Fire. Let's do that. And this. Melee boost, extra damage to targets with 50% less HP. Damage increases as targets healing drops. Rage gaining speed plus 10. I feel like that one is really good, given that I'm doing a whole bunch of extra damage. Blue Serpent. All damage plus 20, rage gain plus 17, all damage plus 11, damage gets frozen plus 20, all damage plus 15. There's a lot of increases to all damage. When you are carrying both Zombie Finger and Railgar, increases poison damage by 50%. Blue Serpent increases poison damage by an additional 75%. Neat. Treasure. Ward Stone. Upon getting up, increases damage dealt. Upon being knocked down, release and launches a shock strike. Upon getting up, increases defense. Increases maximum time on ground. 33%. No, not gonna mess with that. Let's go here. The Evil Befall. I have no idea what that means. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, I don't like that. Final Blade increases damage of Final Blow by 50%. On getting up, increases movement speed. Every time you deal melee or flying damage, you recover 1% of max. I'm assuming that's supposed to be max HP. Blue Clan Genealogy.
长男昆海，长女淑英，次男。由于次男的名字被涂抹掉了，貌似是吕坤海
Sealed
直接下
letter.
达给亲信的命令。
你们给我好好盯着我那个余地，千万不能让他知道阿庆已经死了。
HP is at 100%, all damage plus 60, slightly increases dashing distance, additional damage when you land attacks on enemies with higher HP. We'll go with dash boost. Treasure. Berserker Chain increases damage you deal to enemies with higher HP percentage than you by 25%, consumes all rage. In the next 10 seconds, all enemies who have lower HP percentage than you are considered to have 50% HP. Every time you deal within 3 seconds of sheathing, every time you deal melee damage, it increases all damage dealt by 2% for 8 seconds. Can stack indefinitely. Cool. This is crit when low HP, and yeah, I'm not gonna take that. Well, actually, hang on. I don't know what like triggers the collection in the little book that I have back at base, so. Healing Potion, Mysterious Weapon Box, Wardstone, Dreadheart, Icebreaker. None of these are particularly good. I'll go ahead and buy this just because. Go ahead and get myself some extra health. And now we gotta fight this creepy guy. This incredibly creepy man.
哪儿来的大胆狂徒？胆敢扫了我的雅兴！
This has the same energy as like who throws a shoe, except, you know, I'm actually throwing a weapon and it actually does. It actually does some damage. Ow. Oh, damn. Jit. Ooh! That extra damage. The extra damage.
又来了。
You know what? It was worth though. It was funny. Okay, now we get access to the intermediate attack boost. I assume I earn more of these things when I get further along. The crystals that give me the upgrades. Yeah, so yeah, Phoenix Beak and Dragon Fang, they're effectively the same thing, just oh, and it actually shows me what their maximum version is. That's cool. Yeah, they're just the same, effectively the same thing. They just they both trigger off of bleeding and enhance bleeding to a different thing that does different elemental damage. I have not unlocked anything, looks like. Oh, some of these actually increase my base stats instead of unlocking a specific relic. That's pretty cool. Oh wait, no, this isn't where I wanted to go.
就差那么一点儿。
This is just the lady that upgrades stuff. Oh wait a minute, I got a new thing over here. Or was that always there and I just didn't notice? Pretty sure that's new. And we'll go with the mini boss, why not? Mechanical case. On sheathing, gain 1 shield equivalent to 15% of HP. Auto consumes all rage and resets your sheath cooldown. If sheath skill is not on cooldown, then your next sheathing will not trigger cooldown. Pretty cool. Dealing damage, 15% chance for you to gain a shield. Whenever you keep moving, you gain a shield. When you gain a shield, you launch shockwave. I'll go with this one. Dealing damage gives me a chance for a shield. Increases dash, all attack +5. I'll just go with basic attack boost. Big doggo! Now I'm kind of wishing I had taken that knockdown thing. Increases damage of cold blood to 400%. Increases chance of triggering cold blood by 15% for every sword sticking out of the target. Yes, please. This is the Berserker Chain thing. Get extra crit, I guess. And Black Tortoise, cool.
老头子给你安排了新任务，准备动身了。
今天咱顺了几个宝
Two
贝。
souls, random relic, random weapon. Let's go for the random.
不喜欢吗？人生不如意，
Putrescent
十之八
Ghost
九啊
Armor. Increases shield damage absorption by 35%. Auto consumes all rage, gain a shield. Reduces melee attack speed by 50% and increases damage of the final blow. When you gain a shield, 15% chance to gain extra shield damage absorption. I'm just gonna go with this one.
要出发了吗？石州城好像已经出现了动乱，事不宜迟，赶紧动身吧。 Rising Wind. Damage against drunk and frozen enemies increase when you have Gale Storm. Increases damage dealing area of dashing by 100%. I mean, okay, I guess. Zombie Finger. Okay, what's this one effect? That's when I gain a shield. I do gain a shield off of this, but only when I have rage. I really, really want poison. Treasure. Ink Fire Crystal. On sheathing, deals 40 true fire damage to nearby enemies. Auto consumes for next 20 seconds. Your melee and flying sword damage will come with 25% additional true damage. Have 25% chance to summon a large ink fire to deal 40 true damage to nearby enemies. Ooh, I really like that. 25% chance to trigger Ink Fire Burst, dealing 8 true fire damage. Ink Fire Burst will additionally deal damage equal to 8% of the enemy max HP, but no more than 200% of your attack. Yeah, I kind of like that. Sorry, Zombie Finger. Bang. Damage against poison enemies, damage against bleeding enemies. Carrying Sharp Fang increases melee attack speed. Well, you know, I don't have Gale Storm and this increases melee attack. Well, this is all damage, this is melee attack. Well, I'm mostly dealing melee attack, so may as well.
这次
Hey look, Sharp Fang!
取悦妾身了。啊，不喜欢吗？
Guess I'll put it here. So now, because I have Sharp Fang, my melee attack speed is increased by 25%. Go ahead and take a heal while I'm at
必
it.
须反悔了，加油！
Ow. Got him. Extermination. Yeah, no. On dealing damage, 15% chance to deal 600% damage, trigger all your kill effects. Triggers up to 1 time every 3 seconds. I mean, obviously I'm taking this. This just sounds cool. This is a lot like that 300% damage thing that I got before, where it's just, it sounds so cool, I have to take it. Mirror Armor. Upon taking a fatal hit, 15% chance to grant you a shield. Auto consumes all rage, grants you 1 stack of Mirror Armor, which blocks 1 instance of damage. Yeah, sure, why not? You go this way. 50% extra damage to targets with 50% less HP. Flying swords can also trigger cold blood. I'll go ahead and trigger, have the extra cold blood trigger, why not? Tricolor crystal. This would be significantly cooler if I had more different damage types. Oh, another Berserker Chain, but it's a better Berserker Chain, so I'll take it. Each less relic you carry increases all damage dealt by you. Okay, all damage plus 30, max HP plus 50. Okay, so this is just general superhero buff. When you go into battle, recover 5% rage every second. Upon getting up, there's 15% chance to recover all rage. I'm just gonna go with Fearless. Fearless just seems solid. And give me all that damage, all that HP, all that everything. Phoenix Beak, Black Powder, Pyrostone. Phoenix Beak only works with bleed, which I don't have. But Black Powder works with fire damage. I cannot get rid of Sharp Fang because that's giving me a 25% attack speed boost. Let's go with the core here. And I'm kind of curious just to see what this is. Pyrostone shoots out a large amount of flames. Final blow magnet becomes a flame slash. Generates sparks along your path, dealing 6 fire damage. 25% chance to make your firing sword deal fire damage. Okay, will I beat the creepy guy this time?
的大胆狂徒，胆敢扫了我的雅兴！
Yes? Okay, we'll see if you're right. Damn, that's a wide range. Ow. I misread that. Maybe some didn't misread it that time. Okay, got him. I got his stage 1, okay? He still has phase 2. There is still a second phase. Oh, I could skip the whole cutscene thing. Cool. Oh boy. I didn't make it. Okay, I got him. Let's see. When triggering cold blood, enemies are inflicted with bleeding. Cool. Finally something that gives me bleeding. Clear water. All damage by 6%. Increase lightning damage when you're carrying both mercury and darter bomb. Attack speed increases. You deal true poison damage. You know what? Screw it. I'll take it.
书信上
Luxurious letter.
亲爱的哥哥，圣上已经年
And the
迈之
mechanical
吾
case.
子已经长大成人，一族夙愿终将达成。
这家伙中饱私囊。
Embezzling fool got what he deserved.
准备动身了。
今天咱顺了几个
Blue soul, random relic, random weapon, random relic.
怎么不喜欢吗？
Another Inkfire crystal, but a weak one.
十八九啊！
Ooh, I actually like this. Because this deals true fire damage, and this gives me 5% additional true damage whenever I deal fire damage. I like that.
准备好了吗？前方就是司命台了，你可要小心了。
Chapter 2, Scroll of Crane. Port of Warm.
人会在一个时辰后开始
Not to be confused with Scroll of Krang. Exactly.
初期
It's a very important distinction to make.
风寒、体热、咳血等症状，接下来会产生幻觉，最终失去心智，变成非人的怪物。
Ooh, treasure. Is that a mechanical gorilla thing? And some burrowing enemy. Railgar. Instantly releases massive, powerful Railgar powder, paralyzing enemies within it. When the powerful Railgar powder is ignited, it produces extremely toxic mist. If no powder gets ignited before it disappears, returns 50% MP. Final blow of melee attack generates a cloud near the enemy. Reduces movement speed of enemies within the cloud by 60%. Upon dealing fire damage, additionally inflicts poison. Damage dealt by poison enemies is reduced by 25%. Every time you inflict poison on an enemy, there's a 25% chance to generate a cloud of toxic mist near the target. I kind of want this, but I also kind of want to pass on it, just because I don't have a lot of stuff that supports poison. I am going to go for a weapon here. Nameless. Yeah, no. I mean, I'll pick it up just so I can get the register on it, but I need a better weapon. Come on. Give me a better weapon. Oh, there are invisible enemies now. I can kinda see them. Oh, it's the crane statue that's making them invisible. Interesting. Yeah, exactly, just like Elden Ring. That's just a regular Fang. The game is letting me down with these weapons. Yeah, the statue is making them invisible. Mechanical Gatling. Okay. And once again, not really interested. Okay, game. One more chance to give me some kind of weapon that I would want to have. A rare blue serpent. I mean, it's cool that it's got extra damage to burning enemies, because I got all this fire stuff, but... Oh, the semi-creepy shop lady. Boreal Stone. I definitely have never taken that. I assume this has to deal with frozen stuff. Yeah, this is all to deal with frozen stuff. I mean, once again, I'll have it for the registration, but... The big bone. The epic big bone. Which I will not be taking. Landfall. Hey, look, it's your favorite magic strat. Landfall. You're carrying both Big Bone and Icebreaker. Melee attacks have 15% chance to trigger a landfall that deals impact damage to a wide area in front. This landfall deals 200% melee damage. Damage against stunned or frozen enemies is increased by 100%. I'm not gonna take that. New sect skill. Upon killing an enemy, increases max HP by 2%, stacks up to 6 times, lose 1 stack whenever you take damage. And picking up a sword increases attack and movement speed for 6 seconds, stacking up to 7 times. At 7 stacks, grants lifesteal for 3 seconds. We'll go with Berserk Blade. And give me some more sources of healing. Oh, blacksmith? Got a blacksmith guy to help out with weapons? That's cool. Big zombie finger. Let's go for the skill book. Food. Every time you go into battle, recover 5% rage. Upon flying sword damage, 15% chance to mark enemies' weaknesses and increase all your damage dealt by 30%. We'll go with this one. It's giving me a lot of spirit here, it looks like. There's a statue up here. Okay, Stygian Lotus, Sharp Fang, Mechanical Gatling. Have to get the healing. Stygian Lotus, I guess? What's this do?
多的灵魂。
Makes you enter the Death Bloom state, release 160 Stygian petals in all directions over the next 4 seconds. Each petal deals 4 damage. While you are in Death Bloom state, all damage taken is reduced. Death Mark on for a final blow of melee attack. Much as I like the double Inkfire crystal thing, I feel like this might be a little bit better here.
加油啊，英雄！你可别让妾身感到无聊啊。
Hour of Fate.
“终于来了！为了恭候您大驾，妾身可等了好久呢。”
Oh shit.
淹没在这虚空之中吧。
Oh
淹没在这虚空之中吧。
英雄，你在山泉了，趁现在击破被凝固的黑洞。我快撑不住了，姐姐就要把你拉回去了。
Oh shit.
司马越，你为什么要和我作对？帮助他有什么好处？ 见证着群星的力量吧！迟来的英雄啊，事到如今，你又能够做什么呢？就和妾身一同享受这末日的欢愉
Hey,
吧。
I'm guessing this is bad.
英雄，不要畏惧，击破彼岸之眼，削弱黑色太阳。
Ow. Rip.
一日不见君，可是如
So that happened. Oh yeah, I did get more of these things. I'll go ahead and increase life at this point. I feel like increasing life is a good thing, but damn. Oh, did I unlock anything here? Yes, I did. I have unlocked, let's see, Crimson Blade Marrow, I think is what that says. I don't know, I can't really read it with the giant fucking check mark over the name. Oh, I have another statue here. Carousing Akala. Even a Buddha's patience is limited, and Carousing Akala is the incarnation of their rage. Follow Carousing Akala to control strong spirits and flames, dealing multiple blows to enemies by burning and blasting them. All attack plus 10%. Attacks have 15% chance to deal additional fire damage equal to 20% of melee damage. Spirit Ignition. Flying swords spray spirits while in flight, inflicting enemies with drunk. Okay, so this is the first thing I've come across that actually inflicts drunk. Everything else that I've come across only has an effect when hitting drunk enemies. Changes sheath to Flame Recall. Flame Recall calls back all your swords, dealing true damage to all enemies along their path while returning, and heavy damage to enemies marked with break. Flying swords create sparks that ignite spirits along their path while returning. And Drunken Song transforms your flying swords into spirit gourds that spray spirits onto enemies and makes them drunk. However, no damage will be dealt to enemies unless there are flames. Changes sheath to Immolating Spirit Mantra. Invokes the power of Carousing Akala, instantly igniting all spirits and enemies with drunk on the map. Your gourd enters deflagration mode for 5 seconds. Every melee attack made reduces the cooldown of Immolating Spirit Mantra by 2 seconds. Interesting. And what's this? Apparently nothing. try these. Oh, it changes the look of my swords. Let's get ourselves a treasure. Oh, that's cool. I feel like it takes a little bit too much setup to be really useful, though. Entropy. All damage plus 10, range damage plus 14. Damage against stun, damage against drunk, taking it. Let's go for some treasure. Mutated Limb. On dealing damage to a bleeding enemy, on dealing damage has a chance to inflict bleeding. Dealing damage to a bleeding enemy, bleeding you inflict can stack up to 2 times. Okay, we'll just take that for the chance to inflict bleeding. We get to fight the doggo, which means we get the dog. We can get the doggo drunk. We're getting the doggo drunk. Hey, look at him. He's drunk. He's a drunk doggo. And now he's he's a flaming drunk doggo. Cosmos. All damage plus 4, movement speed plus 3. When you are carrying Celestial Jade, melee and flying sword, attacks have 6% chance to trigger 4 slot effect of Celestial Jade. And no, I'm keeping Entropy. Alien Stone, hell yeah. I guess just Turbo Alien Performance. Enemies that have burning will deal fire damage to other enemies around them. Melee attacks have 25% chance to create a burning wall in front of you. Upon being hit, 30% chance to spray spirits in the surroundings. When on the ground, recover 5% HP every Ooh. So initially, I thought the choice was going to be between Wildfire and Starry Night because, you know, set everything on fire, but the extra healing on that is actually very compelling. Especially given the number of attacks that the bosses have that knock me onto the ground. I think I'm still gonna go with Starry Night though. Just set everything on fire. Random relic. Sharp Fang. Yeah, we'll take the increased move speed. Rank up, attribute refining. I mean, it's already legendary. But this was definitely worth it, because this gives me a whole bunch of melee attack speed and better damage. And also increased damage against frozen enemies, so it took away the drunk aspect. Ooh, but it does give me crit. When dealing damage, there's an 8% chance to deal 4 times damage.
要出发了吗？石州城好像已经出现了动乱，
Forge guy is good.
赶紧动
I
手。
like the Forge guy already. Scroll of Pig. We're gonna get some pigs drunk. My god, I'm attacking so fast. This is gonna give me a weapon at the end. I don't want it. Whatever that weapon is, I don't want it. It's the drunk sword of alcoholism. Okay, if it actually is somehow the drunk sword of alcoholism, literally that, if it literally says drunk sword of alcoholism, I won't even look at the stats, I'll take it. Azure Dragon. The mainframe. Yeah, no. This, definitely not beating Entropy. I mean, look at this thing. This thing is amazing. I'm setting everything on fire. Treasure. Stupid pig. I got caught on the thing. Lame. I was trying to dash behind the pig, but I got caught on the little barrier thing. Let's see, upon dealing damage, 15% chance. Ooh, okay. This one always inflicts bleeding. This one has a chance to go for burning, bleeding, and poisoned. Ooh, or I could get rid of this kind of meh movement speed buff and get the possibility for stunned, frozen, and terrified. Oh, and at this rank, it inflicts 2 of them, not just 1. This is also interesting. When burning, bleeding, or poison inflicted by you deals damage, restores max HP. Like very, very little max HP, but still. It's passive healing, because I'm constantly burning things. Hmm. I think I'll drop the toxin pouch. Into the well,
给妾身带来可口的
where the creepy sales lady is here. Tricolor crystal that deals with fire, lightning, and ice damage, not burning. Snowmane, I don't know what that is. Gale steps, mythic weapon, healing. I don't think I've ever seen this.
不喜欢吗？
Reset cooldown of sheath, increase flying sword damage, sheath seal cooldown. I don't think I've seen Snowmane either.
不喜欢吗？
On dashing, your next melee attack will inflict bleeding. Hmm. Yeah, let's try this.
哦，太棒了！
Healing. I couldn't see her through all of the fire. Vermilion bird. Damage against bleeding enemies, damn it. No, I don't wanna get rid of entropy. Entropy is just too good. Ice damage, melee attack speed. Ooh, I could get even more melee attack speed. Yes. Ooh, but Divine Eye is also really good. Yeah, Divine Eye is probably the better shot. Better thing. Bloody Jade Pendant.
背面刻着一个义字。
And Inkfire Crystal. Sure, we'll take the Fire Burst. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, no. We're not taking that, and I'm not going for the weapon. I do not want a weapon. I love this weapon. The current weapon and setup is just amazing. Each fewer relic when you're attacked by an enemy with drunk or burning, chance to dodge.
Melee attack speed and movement speed. More attack speed! Yes, look at this! Oh, it's so funny. Upon getting up, increase movement speed. Upon being knocked down, deals damage, and upon killing an enemy, increases damage dealt up to 12 stacks. Yeah, we're gonna go with Bloodbath. Let's go for treasure. Oh. North Sea Fin. I remember this. It was a pretty good effect, but I've already got better.
来可口的灵魂了吗？
Mirror Armor, Sharp Fang, Thunderstone.
哦，太棒
What's
了！
what did I get? Eerie Blade.
更多
Makes you
的
enter the
灵魂
Eerie state, increasing your melee attack speed by 20%, movement speed by 10. While in the Eerie state, each melee blow has a 33% chance to be counted as the first blow of a melee attack or the final blow of a melee attack. Okay. That's actually pretty interesting. Final blow, there's 14% chance all your attacks will count as the first blow for the next 3 seconds. Reduces damage dealt by first blow, but increases damage of the final blow. 14% chance. Okay, so I'm not gonna pick this up, but this sounds really interesting. A lot of these relics have that similar vein where it's just like the different places that you put the relics in combo in some very weird ways. And I kind of love it. I kind of love it. It's very interesting.
加油啊，英雄！
Now we're back to fighting Pigman. Damn it. Oh, he's eating me! Rude! Oh shit, I'm gonna get hit by this. No, I'm not. Aha! No, I should have just dashed down. Why did I not do that? I got eaten. I got eaten.
又来了，
And I'm very sad because that build was fucking hilarious. Bolt, pick up, and refine relics, randomly increasing HP or attack. Max healing gourds.
Increase recovery. Okay, so this is all just, yeah. Oh, some of these actually unlock relics too. Okay. Okay, we're gonna stick with carousing Akala for a while, because carousing Akala is funny. Treasure. Using a healing gourd, 20% chance of not costing any healing gourd. Killing an enemy recovers HP. Using generates a cloud of healing mist. Increases all healing. Let's go with that. Trauma Soother. Phoenix Beak. I need bleeding for this to, need bleeding. I need some kind of bleeding, a source of bleed for that to be really effective, but... Okay, now we get to fight the Axe Lady. Oh, a better Trauma Soother. I'll go ahead and do that, I guess. And maybe this. Azure Dragon, sure. Upgrades Burning to Toxic Flame, dealing damage equal to 4% of the target's max HP every second. This damage can't exceed 350% of the player's attack. And Flame Control increases all fire damage by 25%. I'm definitely going with Snake Wine.
老头子给你安排了新任务，是不准备动身了？
今天咱顺了几个宝贝。
I kind of want a random weapon to try and upgrade it. And I'll go with a random relic. Mechanical Gatling, okay, I guess.
散场了。
我他妈当场锤爆！
Screw it, I'm gonna go ahead and rank this up.
爽！
Damage against burning enemies. I'll take it.
就这玩意儿，你还当个？
要出发了吗？我看看是去。石州城好像已经出现了动乱，事不宜迟，赶紧动身吧。
Ooh, we get fancy purple flames now. Treasure. Pearl. Gain a shield. Increased attack. Shield. And shield. Oh, right, I can refine these now. Oh, those effects aren't really that effective. Yeah, I guess I can try and go for a better weapon. Dowry of Death. Well, I kind of want to take it just because of the name, I'll be honest. It does give me more all damage. Unfortunately, the Azure Dragon has increased damage against burning enemies. This one is damage against bleeding enemies. But I do get a nice amount of increased blue souls from it. You're carrying Ghostly Strand in the core slot. The Death Curse will continuously deal true damage equal to 33% of your attack to the target every second. Huh. That could be interesting. I think that's worth the temporary damage loss to see what happens. If I can get the Death Strand. Icebreaker, Black Powder, Tricolor Crystal. I kind of want Black Powder.
决定了，可就不许反悔了。
Because I'm doing a lot of fire damage. Damage to burning enemies. And I guess this. Wait, hang on a second. Find that. Wait. That gets rid of it? Refining gets rid of it? Well, I guess I'm glad I found that out now. Sucks.
快走吧。 妾身要自请。
Let's see. Fury. Damage against poisoned enemies this time. I'm not going to take that. I'll dismantle it. Thundering Palm. Dealing damage has 20% chance to add 50% lightning damage. All your lightning damage has a 50% chance to deal double damage. Cool. Surging Ferocity. I'll go with Thundering Palm. Immovable. 100% max HP, 30% attack, 20% defense, but you lose the ability to dash. If you have not launched any melee attack in 4 seconds, the following melee attack will release a slash of chi and deal 1000% melee damage to enemies in front. You know what? Dragon's Demise is better. Oh, so that's what it looks like. After 4 seconds, my sword starts glowing. And it's that. Okay. When killing an enemy, increases all damage by 100% and movement speed by 20%. Flying sword attack plus 35%. When your flying sword hits a target, has 5% chance to deal 360% damage. This one is better. No. Damn it, I hate these pigs. They're like just off screen and they just charge at me. And I can't interrupt the charge.
终于来了，妾身对君 可是朝思暮想啊。哦，太棒了！再给我更多、更多的灵魂。安娜，不喜欢吗？
Dashing, place talisman and restriction.
路上可要小心啊！
Misread the attack. I didn't remember how that attack worked. Yuri. Oh. Enhanced Snake Wine. Increases the damage of Toxic Flame by 50%. Targets that have Toxic Flame will periodically release extremely toxic mist. Sure, we'll upgrade it. And Mirror Armor, which is shield stuff.
妈的，真是浪费时间！这群废物，老子都亲自上阵了，居然还是……
今天咱顺了几个宝贝，怎么不喜欢吗？
Wardstone, meh.
十之八九啊！
哟吼！哇，开敲啦！
Rank up.
哇！什么破东西，一点都不好瞧！爽！
Wait, so it's random?
it doesn't actually like always increase the rank of the weapon. It's just random what rank you get. It can rank it down. It's so weird. Why would you do that? Okay, we're finally back in Crane Land. I gotta see if I can get a better weapon. Beginning and end. Sure. Go this way. Oh, this is where the mist things can start showing up. In fact, there's one right up there. Shackle of Thunder. Oh man, here it is again. 300% damage, total madness. We're taking it. We're taking it. Zombie finger? No.
Wait, is there an enemy I missed somewhere? Oh, there's a bunch of enemies I missed. Holy shit. There's a whole pack over there that I didn't see. We'll take the left. Okay, shop is next.
这次你又想怎么取悦
Icebreaker, Mercury, Dreadheart. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and heal, and then I guess I'll go for the right.
可就不许反悔。
See, Frost Bloom.
哦，太棒了！
Summons a small ice storm.
更多的礼
Whenever the ice storm deals damage, inflicts a stack of frigid. On 5 stacks, deals 94 ice damage and inflicts frozen. On launching melee attack, 10% chance to launch a massive amount of ice needles. Ice needles have 50% chance to inflict frozen. Suppose I'll go for that. See what happens.
可小心。
Saberstone. It's all about flying sword damage, so meh. Snow Lotus. All damage plus 6, range plus 17. Damage against frozen enemies, 19. Damage against poison enemies. You are carrying the Stygian Lotus in the core slot with Frost Bloom in any slot. Stygian petals will deal 50% additional ice damage and have a 15% chance to inflict frozen. Don't I have? Yeah, I do have Frost Bloom, so I've got 1/2 of that combo. Origin of the what?
率领虎、龟、鹤、猪4大家族，推翻了统治7000年之久的蛇家。
Melee attack plus 35%, your damage taken is increased by 250%. Greatly improves mobility upon dashing, deals damage to enemies along the way. You know, I've already got a whole bunch of shit that's increasing the amount of damage I take. I'm gonna go ahead and just go full bore with that. Sure. I don't have to attack, I can just dash. Thunderstone. Melee and flying sword attacks have 15% damage, a chance to fire a lightning chain. Okay. Final blow becomes a lightning slash. Increases all lightning damage dealt. Gives all lightning damage dealt 8% chance to deal double damage. We'll take that. And we'll go for more treasure.
Mystic Orb. Not deemed as a relic. Okay, so this is actually very interesting because that means that this doesn't count for the purposes of those sect skills that say, you know, you deal more damage the fewer relics you have. You can pick up stuff like this. Okay, Not attack speed for each. Yeah, and this also has effects for like the fewer relics you have, the more stuff you get. So that's interesting. I mean, I'm not going to take it, but it is very interesting. I like how I can just dash back and forth and kill everything. It's so funny. Ghostly Strand. Wait, isn't the Ghostly Strand the thing that works with this? No, that was a different weapon. Yeah, that was the weapon I had before. Definitely want this. Because it's effectively just a death mark. And it happens whenever I inflict a debuff. And I'm constantly inflicting debuffs. Let's see what's going on, what I can get, possibly get with weapons. God of Medicine, no. Mutated Limb, Mountain Armor, Ward Stone, Epic or higher weapon. None of those I really want. I'm going to die immediately because of all of these damage buffs. I had the damage debuffs I have. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just gonna do so much damage that she can't actually do anything to me. This is probably gonna kill me though.
英雄，不要畏惧，击破彼岸之眼，削弱黑色太阳。
Oh, ow. It's getting faster. Oh shit, I got it! The 300% damage is the way to go. The absolute madness is the way to go. It is the ultimate answer.
这个世界不存在真正的善神，
Iron Cutter.
拯救人类。
Yeah, I'm not taking that.
人类所听到的低语，或许是来
Dream of Life. Upon taking a fatal hit, immediately recover 30% HP. After it is triggered, this effect can only be triggered again after you kill 30 more enemies. Ooh, that is... Burning Blade is 15% higher chance to be triggered, increase all fire damage, and increases all fire damage by 25%. All three of these seem pretty good. I feel like a Dream of Life is a bit of a trap, though. Because, like, it is a good effect, but the fact that it recharges only after killing 30 more enemies, because I'm thinking of when it's likely to happen, and it's likely to happen in a boss fight. I'm not going to be able to get a second use out of that. Unless I, you know, kill the boss, but that's a... I'm gonna go with increasing fire damage, because I've been doing a lot of fire damage. Weapon gains oiled. Increasing damage of next melee attack by 150. Auto-consumes rage, gives you oiled once every 3 seconds. Melee attack speed, 15% chance to unleash slice and dice at the enemy. Final blow has 10% chance to launch a fatal strike, deal double damage. After launching 4, it's on bleeding, I can't do anything with that. But yay, I saved this lady, whoever the hell she is.
刚刚那是太阳吗？准备动身了。
Who's the woman in white? Who's the white random left white lady?
几个宝贝，你拿一个。
Random relic.
怎么不喜欢吗？
Icebreaker.
十之八九啊。
No thank you.
不许80、80。
You know what? I'll risk it. Damn it.
敲得真尽兴。
Attribute refining.
爽。
Extra fire damage. And a crit. And lower, you know, I'm just taking it. I'm not gonna analyze.
我一直在做一个梦，整个世界被大雪覆盖。
It's covered in snow and only a single huge white lotus remains among pure white ruins. Weapon recast. Sacrifice this weapon to get a random weapon. I'm guessing a random weapon of the same quality.
浑身散发着光芒。
You know what? Screw it.
所到好的，奴家会为公子的神兵重新注入力量，请公子稍作等待。
Okay. Interesting.
请你要出发了吗？我看他是去哪。
Okay, let's move on.
万丈谷便是天机府了。
Mansion of Enigma. Let's just past that gorge. Chapter 3, Scroll of Turtle. It's so silly doing this. Oh, ow. So about that increased damage that I put on myself. That's what happens when I don't get to stun enemies with my attacks. But hey, now I got 5 things, so I'm gonna go ahead and get an extra healing gourd. Let's go for... Oh, that's what Relic Refinement does. Randomly increasing HP or attack by 1%. When I was stupid, I didn't read the effect. So when I saw Relic Refinement, what I thought it would do is it would give me like a chance to upgrade the relic. But no, it's you refine the relics and you randomly increase your HP or attack. So still a really cool ability. After refining a relic, gain 20% movement speed. That one's kind of lame. HP recovery is good. Increase attack.
Melee boost. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go with the flying sword attack boost too. And this gives me melee attack speed. It's cool. Okay. New story fragment has been unlocked. Please check anecdote. Okay, so unlocking some cool stuff. Weapons. Oh, this unlocks the relic Heart of Hatred. Any other things have I unlocked? No? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like I've unlocked anything else. I imagine these get unlocked only in, like, later, much later stages.
待在这可真是无聊。官人，今天要买点什么呢？
Oh, yeah, new thing to worship. Let's see, what do we got here? Infinite Arhat. Venerable One is wiser and more virtuous than all great saints and masters. Follow Infinite Arhat to become a master of the sword with the power to defeat enemies from thousands of miles away with a highly destructive flying sword. Makes your number of flying swords infinite. Every 2 flying sword attacks, the next flying sword deals true damage. So this is just a range build. Sword rain. Hold the flying sword button to shoot them continuously at high speed, but doing this for a long time will make you unable to launch flying swords for a short time. Changes sheath to Sword Saint. Sword Saint removes all your blade heat. Your flying swords will not generate sword heat in the next 5 seconds. When flying swords start shining, they will transform into a sun piercer that deals massive damage. Changes sheath to shapeless. You are guaranteed to release a sun piercer in the next 5 seconds. Oh, and it gives you a skin. You get different skins for doing stuff. Like I'm doing stuff with these guys. Is it for all of them? Yeah, it's for all of them. Oh.
全知全能的母亲呐、按照您的旨意，河里捡起的孩子，如今已经长大成人。
And what's this? I know this one has different outfits for the NPCs. I just haven't figured out how to unlock those. Presumably it's clearing the game to do that. But this is actually a really cool game. Like I said, I'm kind of getting Newgrounds Flash game vibes from it. And again, that's not a bad thing. It actually like really helps the game because it just, I don't know, it adds a sort of charm to it, is what I'm getting at. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. It's very interesting. I'm very much looking forward to unlocking more relics and seeing how some of them can combine. I absolutely love this system that they've got here, where you get a single relic and you can put it in one of 4 slots to choose which effect you want, and different slots combine with other relics in different ways. It's really interesting. So yeah, if you like games like Hades and such, this is definitely in that same vein.
I'm going to go ahead and call that a stream, however, and hop off. Tomorrow is going to be going back to children's card games with the new selection pack. I will probably be ripping open packs off stream so I can have decks ready to go. Might save one of my pulls for on stream just for giggles. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this was fun. Definitely worth picking up. I definitely recommend controller for this, because I was having a way better time playing this on controller than mouse and keyboard. And I'm not gonna lie, it's mostly because controller lets you cheat a little bit with regard to the flying swords. The flying swords auto-track whatever enemy is closest to you. So I don't have to actually aim them, I just push the button and it goes. So. But either way, fun game. Definitely recommend it, and definitely recommend picking this up. Especially since it's on sale right now, I think, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. Let me see. Store page. No, it's not on sale. It was on sale at one point a few days ago, but I think the sale just ended, or ended a day or so ago or something. I don't know. It was on sale recently, and that was one of the things that kind of reminded me, hey, this game still exists. I haven't actually played this. I probably should. And glad I did. It's a cool game. So, and I'm going to hop out. You guys have a good one. I'll see you all tomorrow for some children's card game shenanigans with new cards. A little later.